So I've been using this tablet as my daily driver for work, and when it came to completing documents or doing conference calls or even just surfing the web when I had time off, this device did not disappoint. So if you just so happen to be in the market for a new Android tablet and you're considering the Tab S8 Ultra, well, stay tuned. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 different things this tablet can do that almost no other Android device can. So to start off, Second Screen is a pretty interesting feature that allows your Tab S8 Ultra to connect to any laptop or PC as a secondary wireless display. The setup process is fairly simple. All you need to do is drag down the notification bar until you get to the settings icons and then find Second Screen. Once you click it, it'll take you to this window, and at this point, you're pretty much already set to connect to your PC. However, you'll see 2 settings at the bottom. One is for video and smooth playback, meaning that it'll give you a higher quality playback. The refresh rate will be high and consistent along with the frame rate. However, there will be a big delay, so just keep that in mind. Or you can select gaming and drawing, which gives you lower latency and faster response times. However, the quality and the refresh rate will go down by a lot. The frame rate will also be inconsistent, so that's another thing you want to pay attention for. Once you've selected the type of connection you like, then you go to your PC or laptop, then go to your settings, then display, and then connect to a wireless display. You'll see at the bottom right corner of your laptop or PC that it's looking for the display, and once it finds your tablet, you just click it and it's good to go from there. One thing I do like about Second Screen is that because you have a touchscreen for your tablet, you can also use that same touchscreen to interact with your PC or desktop. So it's almost like you have a Surface Pro 8 in the palm of your hands. Now, me personally, I don't use Second Screen all that much simply because of the lack of performance, especially when you're using it in a professional environment. But I still think it has a promising future. Maybe one day Samsung will address it and provide a big patch for it, Hopefully Android 13 will be the one. So keyboard sharing has actually become a personal favorite of mine, especially if you're one of those types of people who like to operate off of their laptop on an external monitor and keep your laptop lid closed just so you can save GPU power. The keyboard sharing function does come in handy specifically for those situations, and the setup is actually not as bad as one might think. All you would need to do is connect your Tab S8 Ultra via Bluetooth to any device you want to share the keyboard with. Once you've completed the connection, you're then going to go into General Management on your Tab S8 Ultra. Then you're going to go to Physical Keyboard. Then you're going to go down to where it says Keyboard Sharing and make sure that's turned on. Once you're finished setting that up, you are good to go. So then what you'll need to do in order to switch between devices is to hold down the Command button on the keyboard for the Tab S8 Ultra. Then click the Language button. These buttons are on both sides of the keyboard. Once that's done properly, you should see a message at the bottom of your Tab S8 screen that says keyboard input will now be sent to such and such device. And of course, to switch back to the Tab S8 Ultra, you're just going to do the same process again. So that'll be your keys to click when you want to switch between devices. As I mentioned earlier, keyboard sharing is one of my favorite features of this tablet, especially since it's so convenient due to the fact that my laptop lid is closed. Now, when it comes to gaming, keyboard sharing actually performed a lot better than what I was expecting. I was expecting maybe about like a half-second delay, but the performance was pretty good, especially when it came to fast-paced gaming or first-person shooters. It's impressive to see how well this tablet is capable of keeping a seamless and smooth connection for keyboard sharing. So Samsung DeX, which is kind of like the desktop version of Samsung's One UI interface, offers a pretty similar experience to what you would normally have on a regular desktop or laptop computer. It's kind of like having a miniature version of Chrome OS everywhere you go, just without all the extra bells and whistles of a full operating system. But unlike the Samsung smartphones, this tablet can actually activate DeX without having to connect to an external monitor or PC. All you have to do is just bring down the notification bar until you get to the settings icons, then just click DeX. And there you have it, the 2-in-1 experience on an Android tablet. Now, while I personally haven't used this feature too much, I still consider it to be very useful, whether you're at school, at work, or just on the go. With a tablet this size, you get a much better experience of using Samsung DeX than you would on a normal smartphone or any of Samsung's previous tablets, especially when it comes to having multiple windows on the screen or being able to reshape those windows to better utilize the screen space that you have. Truly a useful feature indeed, but in my opinion, it's still a bit of a debate as to whether or not this feature alone can replace your laptop. This tablet is no slouch when it comes to productivity and work. Using certain applications like Microsoft Word, Excel, or PowerPoint, the S8 Ultra provides a smooth, desktop-like experience for your day-to-day work life. I've personally used this tablet a few times for work-related stuff, especially video conference calls. Thanks to the two 4K cameras on the front of the screen, no one could actually tell I was using a tablet. Now, although this device doesn't have nearly as much functionality as a standard laptop, I would still recommend it, simply because it's lightweight, doesn't use nearly as much battery power so you get more screen on time, and of course, the easy-to-use stylus and the very convenient touchscreen. And finally, if you're a content creator or someone who likes to draw from time to time, then that's just one more reason to consider getting this tablet. With Clip Studio pre-installed and a super responsive S Pen, artists should have no problem bringing their imaginations to life with this device. For those who make YouTube Shorts and TikToks, you can also find benefit in this tablet. Premiere Rush is free to download, and the iPad-exclusive LumaFusion is also on its way to Samsung. And with the addition of an SD card reader at the top, you'll have no problem storing and moving your photos and videos. Now, the one thing that's missing from this tablet that would surely make it the best creator's device out there is Photoshop. The fact that Adobe hasn't made this application yet available for Android devices is pretty disappointing. I mean, the size of this screen offers a lot of potential to have something like Photoshop available for it. Here's to hoping that one day third-party developers will show Android the proper respect. Now, I know there's still a lot more to say about this tablet, but these were the 5 features I found pretty useful in the entire 6 months that I've had this device. And if you also found these features useful, then go ahead, leave a like and subscribe. Until next time.